and then he threaded the other.
3 hairdressers at a Birmingham hair salon have been arrested. According to the victim, she went to the salon that day for a haircut and had agreed on a price of $200 with the staff beforehand. However, after the service was completed and she paid the agreed amount, the staff suddenly changed their minds and demanded an additional $50. When I refused and tried to leave, things completely spiraled out of control, Jessica recalled. They not only blocked me, but one of them even went straight to the door and locked it. Jessica stated that she was forcibly trapped inside the salon, and then at least one hairdresser came forward and pulled her hair, accompanied by shoving and verbal threats. The 2 are now charged with 3rd-degree assault and 1st-degree kidnapping. According to AL.com, Aisha and Julia are currently serving time on $500 bail. In recent times, ugly fights in hair salons over payment issues have become common. Another incident occurred in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
So Mama Gifted Hands is in jail, and not just Mama Gifted Hands, 2 of her workers is in jail. And I'm going to tell y'all how $50 is going to turn into $50,000. And as a business owner, you have to move different out here. So Mama Gifted Hands told this lady $200, okay? And we know after she got done or whatever the case may be, she wanted to charge the lady $50 more. But this is what you told her over the phone. Maybe that's all the lady had. Maybe that, and even if that's not all she had, that's what you told her, okay? So then you wants to rip this lady hair when it's time for her to go. This is what you told me. I'm not paying extra, this, whatever the case may be. Africans are already under the radar. We already know attitudes, this. Now the Africans that braided my hair, I must say they were beautiful people inside and out. They treated me very nice, okay? Now I'm not saying all Africans are like that, but they do be having a little attitude, and I said I was one of the ones to say that a lot of African women do not like black women, okay? Keep that in mind. My video went viral. But anyway, and I'm going to say this again, the Africans that I went to, they were very beautiful, respectful. They was very nice to me. I must say that. But anyway, this $50 is going to cost her $50,000.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome on board. So this video has been trending like almost 2 weeks ago, and a lot of Americans or Black Americans have been saying they're not going to patronize African braiders. As an African, I want to apologize on behalf of Africans, right? Because they are not just doing it to you. This is something that they brought from the motherland. They've been doing it back home to us too. It's not just about you. Don't feel as if it's you they are targeting. It's a bad behavior that they do. It's still back home. It originated back home. Even when we go to saloons, they will tell you the price. When they are about finishing, they will start, asking you for extra money, that they included another wig, they included another attachment, and that your hair took longer, so they had to add some extra money on it. It's not just you. And it's kind of crazy. She called you and you agreed on $200 on reaching there, finishing the hair. You're asking her of $50 that you did something extra, or you added something extra, you added an attachment, to the hair. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't work that way. The fact that you had gotten away with it in Africa back home, you think you're going to get away with it here in America. You can't do that. They have laws and you must abide by their laws. You can't just stop somebody from going because you literally kidnapped her and you assaulted her and you plucked off her hair. And you know what it means if someone pull your hair and it cuts that part of your scalp. It takes a lot of time for it to regrow. So it's kind of crazy that you took this bad behavior all the way from Africa and you thought you were going to get away with it here in the US. This is kind of crazy, and it's giving a bad name to other Africans. It's giving a bad name to other braiders of African origin that are genuinely doing their best to make sure that, they earn a living and they live peacefully with Black Americans and other people that usually come to braid their hair in their salon. This is a bad name for a lot of Africans, because now we are being generalized as we are taking advantage of Black Americans. We are being disrespectful. We are being, trying to do jungle justice, trying to scam them in a way. It's kind of crazy and it's not right. Now you guys are going to be in jail until you pay your bond, which is about $50,000 that I heard, $50,000. Where are you going to get this money? Where are you going to get $50,000, right? And you're not even sure when you're released, you might be deported. So why would you risk all this simply because of $50? Leave this bad behavior back home in Africa. You can't come here and be causing havoc for the majority of Africans that are good. It's crazy. So guys, drop your thoughts in the comments, especially if you have had bad experience or experiences with African braiders? Please drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's know what was your experience.
Because now you have to get out of jail. You have to bond these other ladies. I'll probably help them get out of jail. You have to get a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Court fees and all the above. And plus, on top of that, you're going to have to end up paying this lady. And you're going to lose customers because a lot of people not going to want to come back to you. So as a business owner, you have to watch the way that you move. So you would have lost out on that $50, but now you're going to lose out on $50,000. So you have to make it make sense, okay? She's not going to win nowhere around the board at all. You know what I'm saying? You really have lost. So make sure as a business owner you make decisions, you know, for your business and what's best for you is what I'm saying.
What is up? You lame.
No, but for real, shout out to Danielle for sharing this braiding shop on Facebook. I decided to give it a try. Very nice, very clean. They have a little snack area. My daughter's hair is clock. They were very quick, very fast. I got her there at like 2. She was done at 5. Like, go try the people out.
Okay, this message is for legal migrants only, specifically for Black Caribbean and Africans. This is not the time to get on criminal records. You see those 3 ladies in this screenshot? They are most likely going to get deported over $50. It's not worth it. Please, stay focused and put your emotion aside. Sometimes you've got to let things go.
When I paid the $200 to them, let it go. This happened. I got locked in the business.
This shit brought me to tears, bro. We telling y'all to stop going to these people and y'all not listening. I understand y'all want to look good and you want to pay a fair price. This honestly about to take me out of retirement. I think I'm going to start back braiding hair because this has me enraged. Like, ooh, I wish I was closer. Ooh, girl, this like somebody doing it to my little sister, bitch. Girl, please, if y'all close, go in there and show them what we really on. You want to be violent and you want to threaten this girl and tell her you gonna want to live her after putting your hands on her? This is how you understand? Then Burna Boy gonna kick a girl out his concert. Y'all trying to say y'all stop letting these people come in our shit and play with us.
Let it go.
I'm not leaving you.
I got the message. I done paid you exactly what you asked for. Let my hair go.
I don't care.
Let my hair go.
I don't care. Yeah, record us.
Let my hair go.
I'm not leaving.
Let it go.
I'm not leaving you.
Let's talk because this situation needs clarity. An African braider here in the US assaulted a Black American customer by dragging her by her freshly braided hair over a price disagreement. And let me say this clearly, she was wrong. I'm African, but I will not defend bad behavior. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it. To my African American brothers and sisters, we are sorry. That woman's actions do not represent us. She acted alone and she must face the consequences. When you come to another man's country, you respect the laws. You don't bring jungle justice here. We must hold each other accountable. When African Americans are wrong, we speak up. And now that an African sister is wrong, we speak up too. Let one bad seed not divide 2 communities that share the same roots. We need unity, not chaos. At the end of the day, evil has no nationality, only consequences.
No, I definitely got the money.
So you paid, then we finished?
No, that's not, is that your policy? Okay. Here goes. Come with me to get my hair braided at this new braiding shop because they played with me last time. We're going to a new place today. Let's check it out. it's going to be very difficult for me to put everything that happened into one video. So if y'all want a part 2, then just let me know. But I went to Massa's Hair Braiding in Dallas, Texas because I did my own little research, and my mom had actually been coming here for 5 years. But of course she didn't know that. So I decided to give them a try. There was cameras everywhere. And so I was already kind of concerned because of the environment was just not the safest. But this was my first time getting boho knotless braids, and they did pretty good work from what I saw on, the internet. So anyways, when I got there, I had told her that I wanted waist length. I guess that's what she said. I told her. But the whole time we were texting, I told her that I wanted this size. I never told her the length. But I also let her know that I wanted to pay $300. So when it was time for me to pay, she said, "What is this, a deposit?" And I'm like, huh? I immediately was taken aback, and I told her, like, hold on, you're not going to talk to me that way. Like, I told her, like, you need to pipe down is what I told her, because you're not going to talk to me this way. So right here is me just kind of recording my process. I really did not know that it was going to go south, but she was so hostile. Her client became hostile. It was so terrible. My mom and my sister had to come because I felt so threatened by this lady, and she kept her door locked. My husband wasn't with me. He was home with our children. So this was just a very scary process. And I think I'm not on here to bash her company. I mean, I really did not like to name drop, but the way that they made me feel was absolutely terrible. I think they did a great job with the hair, but the service was terrible. And I don't think anyone should ever feel that way. I did ask if she could fix my edges, but then she said she had my full name. So I said, let me stop.
The fact that Black Americans come to patronize you and support your business, you should be grateful, right? And the fact that you ask them this amount of money and they still give you that money, but you still want to scam them extra more money, it's kind of crazy. And this needs to stop because it's giving a bad name to the majority of Africans that are doing a genuine business, right? So stop it, okay? And it's not right that you keep doing this, because just like I said, you've been doing this back home, because it's just the same thing they've been doing it back in Africa. It's not starting with the Black Americans. That's what they do back home, just like I said, but they thought they were gonna get away with it, doing it here in America. This is a country that has laws, and you need to abide by their laws. You can't come and be assaulting people, scamming them extra money, and holding them against their will simply because of a lie you told. You told her it was $200. On getting their finishing her hair, you try to charge her extra $50. Who does that? And the fact that you're trying to assault her, who does that to a customer? Because this is not Africa, right? You're in their country. You need to respect them. You need to abide by their laws. You need to stick to what you said, especially when someone is booking. If it's $200, it should be $200. Not that when someone gets there and they have their hair done and you come and be saying that they need to pay an extra charge. It doesn't even make sense, so it's kind of crazy. And I appreciate those African braiders that are truly doing the good work by not trying to do the most and by not trying to charge people extra money, because this is not what it should be. A good braider will do their work, especially if a fellow Black person is going there to support them. You need to do your work. You need to charge appropriately. You should not scam people, especially when you told them the initial price. Okay, so guys, if you have come far in this video and if you have had experiences with braiders, just like I said, African braiders, please drop your thoughts in the comments. We would like to know what actually transpired, or maybe one or two things might be learned from it. But if you have come far in this video, hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button, hit on the share button, and hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos. See you in the next one. Have a blessed day.